Hey, what's up everybody? So today I want to talk with you about the personal finance article that changed everything for me.
Nerd alert!
So yes, being a nerd, I actually have read a lot of personal finance books and articles and listened to even more podcasts. And there have been a few along the way that I remember completely rocking my world. And so today I want to share one of those with you. It's called The Shockingly Simple Math Behind Early Retirement by Mr. Money Mustache. I know, it's a funny name. I've only ever read a few articles on this blog, and I was already familiar with the FIRE community, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early, F-I-R-E. But still, this article really changed my perspective and opened up my eyes. The article starts by pointing out that financial independence really only comes down to one single factor, and that's your savings rate as a percentage of your take-home pay. And then the article breaks it down further by noting that your savings rate is a result of two things, and that's how much you take home each year and how much you can live on. So then it goes into the relationship between those two numbers. So for instance, if you spend 100% of your income, unless you have somebody else subsidizing your lifestyle, maybe parents,
money please,
or Social Security or a pension, unless you have that, you will have to work for money forever.
forever.
On the other end of the spectrum, if somehow you spend 0% of your income, you'd be able to stop working for money today. Now, most everyone is not on either ends of the spectrums, so what does the middle of the spectrum look like? It's not a linear graph, surprisingly. It's actually a curved exponential graph that looks like this. The idea is that once you start saving and investing, those savings earn money, which then earn money, and so on until the income generated from your investments is enough to live off of.
Is it hot in here?
So there are a few assumptions with the graph. 5% investment returns after inflation are a fairly common projection of S&P 500 index fund returns. And I don't have time to get into the 4% safe withdrawal rate, maybe another video, but in general, it's the amount of your portfolio that you can safely withdraw on a yearly basis without depleting it too much. And so without further ado, this is the graph that sums up all the numbers and all the ideas that we're talking about. And so the article talks about a middle-class family that makes $50,000 take-home pay, and they save 10% of that money. So they save $5,000 every year. Now this family would be doing much better than the average US family, but they would still need to plan to work for 51 years.
It's a career he's grown to love after decades of work. Take a look at this photo. He was about 18 years old.
However, if they were able to cut cable and lattes and save an extra 5%, they would be able to boost their savings to 15%, from 10% to 15%, and stop working for money 8 years sooner. Fancy coffee and cable are great, but are they worth two income earners working an additional 8 years each?
I like coffee. I like coffee.
Those are the kinds of questions that only you can answer. But the more information you have, the better decisions you can make. And the final point the article makes is a profound one. It's that cutting your spending rate is more powerful than increasing your income, because every permanent drop in your spending has a double effect. It increases the amount of money you have left over to save each month, and permanently decreases the amount you'll need every month for the rest of your life. So there you have it. That is some game-changing information right there. And I'm gonna throw this in just since this is primarily a real estate channel. This article assumes someone is investing in the stock market. However, I personally think that the same amount of money invested in real estate would actually speed up the process through increased returns over the stock market. And so if you're interested in investing in real estate or simply buying or selling a house, we'd love for you to reach out to us. Thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, congratulations. You are a nerd just like me, and you should definitely subscribe to this channel. So we will see you next time.